So you're thinking about moving to Aurora, Illinois, but you have a couple more questions that need some answers. You want to know what to expect, okay? You want to know the pros and the cons of actually living in Aurora, and you want to hear from somebody who's actually lived there in Aurora, okay? Well, you found the right video today, because in this video, I'm going to be breaking down the top pros and the top cons of actually living in Aurora, Illinois. And if you choose to stick around to the end of this video, I'm also going to share with you one of the top reasons families are considering moving to Aurora, Illinois. And I'm about to break it down right now. Let's go. If this is your first time on this channel and you want to know everything there is to know about living in Chicago and the neighboring suburbs like Aurora, Illinois, then subscribe below and tap the bell for notifications so you can be the first to know about the current market in Chicago. Hey, what's up? It's Marlon here with my team, and we get calls, texts, and emails from people just like you every single day looking to make that move to Chicago. And we absolutely love it. So whether you're moving in 9 days or you're moving in 90 days, please don't hesitate. Give us a call, shoot us a text, send us an email so we can help you make a smooth move to Chicago, because that's all we're trying to do. All right, so we're getting after today. We're just going to dive right in, and I'm going to hit you guys over the head with the first con, and that's going to be the location. All right, some may say that Aurora is far from Chicago, and if you're trying to get back and forth from Chicago, Illinois, and Aurora, you're going to be getting on the 88 tollway. So yes, you are going to have to ride the tollway. We're trying to get back and forth. So just keep that in mind. You know, if you're thinking about moving to Aurora, Illinois, and you have to get to work in Chicago, that may take you around 45 to an hour, depending on the traffic as well. And you're also going to be riding on the 88 tollway. So you're going to have to pay the tolls, that comes with that. All right. So just keep that in mind if that's what you're, thinking about doing, by moving yourself to Aurora, Illinois. But it's really not that bad. 45 to an hour drive is really nice when you're thinking about Chicago, because a lot of the suburbs are, around 45 minutes away from Chicago, like Bolingbrook or Naperville, or, even, suburbs like Schaumburg that are on the northern west side of Chicago. All right. So really 45 minutes is not that bad. Now you just kind of keep in mind, right, there are high traffic times when people are getting off work around 5 and 6 o'clock. So if you are traveling during those times, you are going to be sitting in traffic. Okay. So again, let's be proactive, right? And let's make sure that we're ahead of the game. But that's going to go ahead and be our first con. We're going to go ahead and move right into our first pro, and that's going to be the things to do in Aurora, Illinois. Aurora is going to be really big, and they're going to have a lot of different things to do in the area, like the Aurora Skate Center. So if you like to get on some roller skates and go get your groove on, you can definitely do that in Aurora. If you want to go ahead and go to the Parkside Bowl and go bowling, or take your family up there and do that, that's a great idea. They're also going to have things to do at the Fox Valley Mall, like they're going to have the Comedy Shrine. So if you want to go ahead and plan a nice little date night, or take your family up to the Comedy Shrine for a couple of laughs, that's a good thing to do. I love laughing. I've actually been to the Comedy Shrine myself. They actually, have some great improv performers. So definitely go check it out and see for yourself, okay? But that's going to be at the Fox Valley Mall. And if you don't want to take your kids to the Comedy Shrine, while you're in there, you can go ahead and send them over to Round 1, which is going to be an arcade that's also going to be at the Fox Valley Mall. So the kids can have fun at the arcade, at the Round 1 arcade, and you guys could be at the Comedy Shrine or something, of that nature. But that's going to be just a small, percentage of the things that you can actually do in Aurora. There are going to be many different trails that you can go on, bike or hike, whatever you want to do. There's going to be a cinema that you can go ahead and eat. It's called Hollywood Boulevard. That's going to be right there off of 59. So just a bunch of different things, in Aurora itself. And then also they're going to be bordering Naperville, Illinois. So you're going to be really close to Naperville, and they have a bunch more things to offer with their downtown area and Centennial Beach, and all the things that they offer, like their Riverwalk and their shopping, and their food, and opportunities that they have in the Naperville area. And you're also going to be nearby Bolingbrook as well. So really you can get to all three of those different suburbs within less than 10 to 20 minutes. That's going to be really nice and you can enjoy, what comes with those areas as well, while you're also living in Aurora and not have to be really far away from home. So that is going to be really nice. And that's why it's going to be our first pro, the things to do in Aurora, because you're also going to be bordering Naperville and Bolingbrook. So that's going to be our first pro. Now, we're going to lead right into our next pro, and that's going to be pro number 2, which is going to be the diversity in the area. Aurora has been growing over the years, especially when it first established. It was a very popular location, and it continued to grow for many, many years. Now they have a very diverse community in the area. So that is really nice. Now, the thing about it is that the housing has become limited, but they are addressing that in the area. So that is a great thing, especially for our new and upcoming, first-time home buyers who are giving us a call. They are looking for those new construction homes. They're building a lot of new construction townhomes in the area, even 3-level townhomes, front-facing garage townhomes. They're even building some new single-family homes in the area as well. So a lot of new construction happening in the area of Aurora, Illinois, which is really nice. So if you want to be, one of those first people to own some of those homes, definitely shoot us a call, send us a text, shoot us an email so we can help you secure that, ASAP, because they are going fast and the homes are limited in Aurora, Illinois. But, they are addressing that. They are building more homes. So we just kind of, stay ahead of the ball, all right? But that's going to be our second pro, is a diverse community. So you can expect to see different people, in your area, in your community. When you go out, skating, or when you go out to the bowling alley, or you go to the Comedy Shrine again, right? You can expect to see different types of people. So that is always a plus. All right. Yeah. So that's going to roll us right into our next con. It's going to be our con number 2. And that's going to be that there are some not so great parts of Aurora. All right. So, Aurora is going to be a massive suburb in the western, suburbs of Chicago. And it's going to have over 170,000 residents in the area. So again, some and most people are friendly, but, there are always those couple groups that are not. All right. So we just have to keep that in mind. Make sure you give us a call so we can help you discuss, what, is going to be a perfect fit for you and your family. But I do want you to keep that in mind. There are some areas that are not so great. All right. But there are also some areas that are really great and that are, are optimal for families and people to grow in those areas and have opportunities near them. And things to do near them as well. So, and in safety as well. So all of those things are still available in Aurora. All right. So, I don't want to push you off with that, but that is something to know. All right. So let's keep going. That's going to move us right into our next pro number 3. There's going to be plenty of different shopping and dining options in Aurora. All right. So the nice thing about Aurora is that on the east side of it, it's going to be bordering Route 59, which is going to be dividing Naperville and Aurora. Okay, so what's going to make that nice is that, on Route 59, there's going to be an Amazon Fresh store. There's going to be a Target. There's going to be a Jewel's. There's going to be many different, shopping and dining options on that road as well, like the Lazy Dog Restaurant, Outback Steakhouse. There's going to be a Chick-fil-A. There's going to be other, breakfast spots as well on Route 59, like Excited, and you can find all of your favorite stores as well just on, Route 59. As, just like Starbucks, Dunkin' Donuts, all of those options are going to be on Route 59 as well. So, if you're living closer to the east side of Aurora, you're going to be really close to the Route 59. So all of those shopping and dining areas are going to be available to you. And if we're talking about shopping, Route 59 is going to have the Fox Valley Mall. So, a huge mall that you can go in there and find anything that you need, especially around Christmas time. Shopping is going to be really easy, especially if you're close to the mall area. You're not going to have to, drive really far. Now, if you can't find something at the Fox Valley Mall that you are, you really need to get, then you can definitely, drive a little bit north to the Chicago Premium Outlet Mall, and maybe they'll have what you're looking for there. So when you are living in Aurora, that's going to be nice because you're going to have access to those 2 big malls, and they're going to be really close to you, no more than around 20 minutes to the Chicago Premium Outlet Mall, 20-25 minutes from Aurora. All right, so that's going to be really nice to have in terms of shopping. Again, we talked about the dining. There are other dining options, once you get closer inward to Aurora as well. But I was just talking about over there on the east side by 59. But there are different dining options as well. I know they have some really good taco spots in Aurora. So I suggest checking those out, if you do find yourself over there close to the downtown area as well. Okay, but that was just a good idea on, some of the dining options that they have, some of the shopping that you can't do. They do have some clothing stores as well outside of the mall area, like the Discovery, like a Bath and Body Works. Things like that will also be, by, Target and Amazon, the Amazon Fresh store, but they will also be in the mall as well. And there's also going to be exercise places like, Planet Fitness, Lifetime Fitness, those fitness areas are going to be nearby as well. So if you're into going to the gym and staying fit, I suggest that. But if you're into that as well, you're going to have those options nearby. Okay, so that's going to move us right into our next con number 3. And our last con is going to be the congestion. All right, like I said earlier, Aurora is going to have over 170,000 residents in it. And, that means that it's going to be congested, especially on the streets of 59 and, 88, the tollway and, Eola Road and, some of the other major roads like New York Road as well, New York Street that goes through Aurora and Route 30. Okay, so just to name some of the roads that are going to be kind of backed up when people are going to be moving in and out of Aurora. So you can expect some, some congestion on the streets as well, and inside of, the malls, when it is high traffic times like Christmas time, there can be lines sometimes at the Fox Valley Mall and at the Chicago Premium Outlet Mall when a lot of people are trying to shop, okay? But, that's to be expected, right? What I would tell you is to shop earlier, okay? All right, be proactive to get that done earlier. But to each his own. But, that's going to be, the con is going to be the congestion. All right. So you will find that when you are living in Aurora. Okay. Now, to keep moving, right, I'm going to give you what I promised you, which was the game, right? I'm going to give you the game on what families are actually considering, one of the top reasons they are moving to Aurora, Illinois. And that's going to be is the size of Aurora. They're going to have 4 different high schools, right? And they're going to have some private school options as well. So there's going to be a lot of variety when you're thinking about getting some schooling or some education for your children, okay? So, that's going to be something that's going to be really nice about Aurora is that they're going to have a bunch of different high schools and schooling options, all right? So just to name them, there's going to be an East and a West Aurora High School, Waubonsee Valley High School, and there's going to be Matea Valley High School in Aurora, Illinois. So Matea Valley, Waubonsee High Schools are really, nice and top rated schools, in Aurora, Illinois. So that is something to consider. East Aurora and West Aurora, they are okay schools as well. But, the higher rated schools are Matea Valley and the Waubonsee Valley High School, all right? But, that's going to be, the public schools. Now, if we're talking about the private school options, there is going to be a Illinois Math and Science Academy in the area, along with an Aurora Central Catholic Academy as well, school in the area. So if you're into sending your kid to private school, those are going to be some of the good options that you do have in the area of Aurora. So that's going to be really nice. So, look at that. It's going to be about 6 schools that we just mentioned that you can think about, when you're thinking about sending your kid to school and making sure they're getting a good education. Okay. That's going to be, one of the top reasons families are actually considering moving to Aurora, Illinois. All right. And if you chose to stick around to the end of this video, what I want to do is say thank you. And I appreciate you for rocking with me. And if you are thinking about moving to Chicago, Illinois, or anywhere in the suburbs of Chicago, please do not hesitate. Give us a call, shoot us a text, send us an email so we can help you make a smooth move to Chicago or the suburbs, because that's really all we're trying to do is make sure that it is a smooth transition for you and your family, all right? But other than that, I want to thank you again for sticking around to the end of this video. And until I can show you around Chicago, until I see you on the next video, peace.